Okay, whenever you're ready.
I'd like you guys to use your imagination. Imagine you went to elementary school all the way to high school and you were in an honors program, or you were a very athletic person and you won awards for either in the honor rolls or as an athletic person. And when you reach high school and you graduated already, you aren't able to get into college because you don't have the financial means to get into college. Why is that? Because you're an undocumented immigrant, and the government doesn't financially support undocumented immigrants. So your dreams to become a doctor is deferred. Your dreams to become a Marine or a basketball player is deferred. Allow me to introduce my topic. Today I'll be talking about the DREAM Act. I'll be talking about what is the DREAM Act. I will argue why we should pass this legislation. And lastly, I will debunk the counter-argument, the myths that are against the DREAM Act. So my first main point is, what is the DREAM Act and the goals of the DREAM Act? According to National Immigration Law Center.org, DREAM stands for Development, Relief, and Education for Alien Minors. The DREAM Act is a bipartisan legislation. According to the National Immigration Law Center, the DREAM Act was introduced on May 11, 2011 in the Senate by Senator Dick Durbin and 32 senators, and the House of Representatives by other representatives as well. Firstly, the DREAM Act would change two major factors in law, giving temporary legal status to undocumented immigrants that plan on entering college or the military and eventually obtain U.S. citizen. Secondly, the DREAM Act would eliminate a federal provision that penalizes states that provides in-state tuition without regard to immigration status. Immigrants would be granted financial support by the government regardless of their immigration status. My main point, number 2, is the benefits of the DREAM Act. According to AmericanProgress.org, it states, we present an analysis to understand what would happen if the United States were to grant a pathway to legal status to an estimated 2.1 million eligible youth in our country. By passing the DREAM Act overall, we would find that the passage of the DREAM Act would add $329 billion to the U.S. economy and creating 1.4 new jobs by 2030. So right here there's a graph, and we see that if we do pass the DREAM Act, it will benefit the economy from 2010, which is when they were about to pass it, to 2030, which is a 20-year span. And we see that this is the direct impact. We would have $148 billion, and the induced impact on the economy is $181 billion, and in total we see that it's $329 billion. And we also see that there are many jobs created, and there's a lot of income tax revenue collected and federal business revenue collected as well. So my main point number 3 is the myths that are upon the DREAM Act. Why Republicans are against the DREAM Act is that they say that Americans cannot afford the DREAM Act. But according to the nonpartisan Congregation Budget Office, they did an analysis, and they concluded that the DREAM Act would reduce the deficit by $2 billion over the next 10 years, excuse me. So also it says that the DREAM youths that are eligible, they're not going to be, it's not as if they're giving them health care or Medicaid or any other benefits like that, like food stamps or Pell Grants, so the economy won't be affected by that as well. There's another myth that says that this will be rewarding illegal behavior. So the fact is that these undocumented students would have to work their way to get citizenship. They would have to wait until 13 years until they would actually obtain full citizenship. And these kids were brought to the United States when they were younger than 16 years old. So it wasn't really their fault that they were brought here as kids, but it was their parents that brought them here when they were younger. So it would be kind of unjust for us to destroy their opportunity and to destroy this their dream to become a doctor or something like that, because they were born and raised here. Also, there's another myth that says that we have to secure the border before doing anything else on immigration. And the fact is that our border is more secure than ever. It says that a prevalent tactic designed to delay taking a position on immigration issues is the sequence excuse. So it says that we have to secure our borders first, has become the most common and perhaps least defensible talking point to prevent consideration of immigration rewarding illegal status. And in conclusion, in an essay obtained by Fox News entitled "Fulfilling a Dream in Waiting," is dated January 11. There's an undocumented student that writes an essay about his goals, and it says that one of my favorite subjects by far is math. He writes, his family have unconditionally supported me and will continue to do so for the benefit of my brothers as well. I want to demonstrate to them that all that agricultural work done and all those days of giving their best would have been worth it. The sound of being the first one of my family graduating from college makes me want it more, because I want to prove not only to myself but to many other people, especially my own sisters, that even because we don't have the financial support doesn't mean we need to quit in fulfilling what we want. That right there would really complete my dream. This teenage boy who wrote this is named Luna, committed suicide at the age of 18, a day after Thanksgiving, because according to his family, Congress did not pass the DREAM Act and his dreams were deferred. He was an aspiring architect who even designed the house of his own family that they are living in and built. Thank you.